Okay, so I was just thinking, I guess this is called a different diary or Javi's different diaries or whatever the fuck. Anyway, so over the weekend, it was just like a very long, lot of shit. Um, in the sense of, I guess all things do happen for a reason, regardless if you know why it's happening. So, friend and I were chilling. We were waiting on somebody that was coming in 10 minutes. Um, that shit was like 3 hours. Nonetheless, we ended up listening to a song, and I had pulled up the lyrics, kept replaying the song, kept listening to the song, just going over it, listening to the song right now. It's probably getting on my friend's fucking nerves, but we chilling. We ended up going out, just like walking around a little bit, ran into this young guy, just talking shit. And then the conversation dovetailed from wherever. And in the midst of the conversation, I used the lyrics from the song to convey a point. And I also used an example of, I guess, my life and history that I basically was saying, like, I'm not mad at the love. Like, I think that's what I was talking about relationships, and it was like, the shit hurts or whatever. And it was like, in my head, I'd be thinking, like, damn, you ain't have to do me like that, or why would you do that to me? Whatever. But then it's like, in my head, I'm not mad at the love I get. Well, I was mad, but I changed my perspective to be, I'm not mad at the love I gave, because obviously they needed that. And I told the guy, I was like, it ain't easy, the shit, you go through things, but hindsight, it is what it is. It still may be some bittersweet at some moments, because you'd be like, what the fuck? But whatever. Earlier today, I was talking to my good sister, and it was just like, I was recapping the weekend, telling her about the situation, whatever. And while voicing the things that I was saying, it was like, it resonated then, and then I guess it kind of like made more sense when I said it to her, and I broke it down and digested it. It was like, it was something that I was giving to people. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm up in my head thinking like, damn, like, because the later part of the conversation kind of got heated, and it was like, I asked a question, and I think that's what kind of changed the tempo. The question was, do you want to get into it with me, or do you have a problem with me? And it was coming from like a very genuine place, and I didn't, and it was like, cause I'm like, I had said something that was like, the response was like, I'm like looking like, how the fuck are we here with this right now? And it's like, am I missing something, or like you have to want it, like you want to get into, like you're just looking for a problem with me? So I'm like, okay, let me just take a second, and I just still gave grace, because it was like, even when like their response, and it was just like the answer wasn't yes or no, but it was like, for me, I wasn't asking the question with any like malice or any pride at all, but the response was like, it was neither yes nor a no. And it was also like, I could just sense it was attitude, but it's just like, it was attitude because it's pride. Granted, there was like a third party there, but it was just like, for me, I really wasn't trying to be funny. So I'm like, it's been in my head today. I'm like, so moving forward, do I just assume, or I let people make an assumption and just say, fuck it, I don't give a fuck? Or do you ask a question and then you try to get clarity? But then it's like, when I ask questions, I feel like I'm trying to get clarity. It's either the person might have attitude, or I might be asking the question to get clarity because I'm getting an attitude. And I haven't quite, figured out, like, different tempos. And not all the time is it, I'm not saying that it's always anybody, but it could be my tone or my mind space or my energy, or it could just be the fact that it's very direct. It's no bullshit, which is something else that I also like. I don't want to be around people who I really have to sugarcoat and fluff shit with. Talk to me straight the fuck up, so therefore I can know where we really are. And it's like, if we have an attitude, like, you got an attitude? And you can really just be asking, you got an attitude? Like, what you got an attitude? What did I do? Like, I can ask you, what did I do? Or, like, you got an attitude with me? Or you giving me attitude? Why are you giving me attitude? So I can know what I did, but then people don't receive it that way. You feel me? So now I'm watching this little clip on YouTube, and in the clip, a lady is breaking down something. She's talking to somebody else. It's like they're on a camp. And she's basically saying like how she like you could go out and you could do things you're like, okay, yeah, do. But now it's like you go out, she goes out to it in a different sense of like, okay, what can I give? Instead of me making sure I'm put together, let me go put these people together and let them go do what they do. And I guess that to me is like full circle, makes a little bit more sense because it's just like, okay. I was really in my head and I still don't think I really came to a real conclusion because I still feel like motherfuckers really be tripping and to be like, bitch, are you trying to be funny with me? Are you fucking with me? And then once I ask the question and you get nasty with me, and if I'm not in a nasty space, then I can either take it really far and it's just like, I don't know, or I just leave it alone. And then it's like, I'm still kind of rude, but it's not even necessarily rude. It's like, maybe I might just need to like digress for a second and just pull myself back. Or if I ask for like a little bit of space, I'll just say like, leave me alone. It's not to be rude. It's just like, sometimes I don't really have the best response or the best temper. So if I can sense something slightly going wrong, I'm going to try to prevent it, I think. But yeah, different diary.